जय हिंद दोस्तों। 25th of January 2025, Delhi elections are now on February 5. Very few days left. How are the Delhi interpreting Modi after 11 years? Let us make an analysis. It's very difficult to go into the minds of so many people. What I want to do now is I will pick up my experience and I will see that what impressions people have given me about Mr. Modi. Okay? Point number one, we take Mr. Modi as a human being, as a person. Mr. Modi is a decent person. I had the opportunity of meeting him before he became the Chief Minister of Gujarat. He used to come to Haryana and, make RSS, BJP publicize it with the people of the state. Now, we used to talk to him. He was very simple, well mannered. He used to speak to us like a friend, very decent. He had that, way of talking that he used to impress people and no ego. So he was a common, normal, decent person. This is what the impression I got about him as a person. Now, point number two, let us analyze him, how he has developed himself or he has been behaving after he became the Chief Minister of Gujarat and then shifted himself or practically graduated himself to be the Prime Minister of the country now for the last 11 years. It is a sea change, ladies and gentlemen. He is not at all qualified or he is average qualified. And if I analyze him as a Prime Minister of the country, his democratic values have dramatically fallen down. He is behaving like a person who is just one king of the nation, a feudal lord. He is, of course, assisted by another batting partner of his, which is Mr. Shah. And I feel that Prime Minister Modi, the decent human being, today as the head of the nation, is controlled by someone else who is behind him. And what I feel that a human being, Modi, cannot be so ruthless. The basic character of a person always remains inside him. If he is decent, he will always be decent. This Prime Minister Modi is not the real Modi. He is being controlled, he is being managed by someone else behind him. Who could be this someone else? Very apparent. I can say, and the whole world is saying, the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh. They have a think tank, and because of the RSS and RSS, group of voters in the country, the popularized Hindu is what gives strength to RSS to control the Prime Minister of the country, who himself has emerged from the RSS cadre. This could be one, theory that he is drastically and in a very gripping way controlled by RSS. He has to say what they say, which is the theme of Hindu Rashtra, and he has to speak a written, you know, uh, text as a speech. He has to say a written sheet on a piece of paper which is coming from RSS headquarters in the parliament. They devise all the policies of the nation, including the financial budgets. So, Mr. Modi is not the real prime minister. There is a force acting behind him. So, this is one. What could be another force? I have studied about the Vivekananda International Trust, which is an organization of the rightist, policies. They have excellent scholars inducted in the management. They have gurus who only think about the aspects like Manusmriti. They only talk about the fundamental Hinduism and nothing else. It could be the theories of Vivekananda International Trust, which is controlling Mr. Modi. Why I say this? Because people like Ajit Doval and his previous principal secretary, they have been transferred from the Vivekananda International Trust to the Prime Minister's office. So these are the two organizations which are gripping, controlling, and forcing Mr. Modi on the lines of radical Hinduism. This could be one, and these are my personal views and some views which I have taken from scholars with whom I am talking to in various discussions. This is the second part of Modi. First, we discussed about Modi as a person. Second, we discussed about the ruthless Modi, who is the Prime Minister of India. He is not the real Modi, a human being Modi. He is Prime Minister controlled by a third party. Okay. And now we talk about Modi, who globetrotters, who travels around the world spreading the Hindu thoughts, the Indian thoughts across the world. Now you see, his mannerisms, his etiquettes, his approach towards the global leaders is not normal. He is always excited, getting down off the plane, going into a conference hall, and cajoling the top leaders. They don't take it very positively when you do all these things to them, and they smile and they brush out their shirt and they get aside. But they note that there is something funny about all these things which are happening. The famous incident about Ab Ki Baar, Trump Sarkar, it is all diluted now. Now you see what Trump is doing to Mr. Modi, to India. He is not even responding to him. He has not given any sort of like on the Twitter to his congratulations. Mr. Modi is fluttering sometimes, when he is uh, talking on the international programs. What has happened to BRICS? What has happened to Quad? Nobody is talking about India. I am very sorry, Mr. Modi, a very nice human being, a good person in a wrong party. This is what I would say. This is my personal analysis. If I have to meet him as a person, I will meet him 100 times. I will respect him. I will offer him a cup of tea with so many biscuits. But Mr. Modi, as a prime minister, as a leader, is not what he is. I am repeating once again, he is strongly controlled by someone else, an organization which is acting behind him. They are asking him to do what they say, and which finally I conclude is not at all good for this country. We have a very complex nation. We have different religions. We have temples. We have gurdwaras. We have masjids. We have churches. So all sort of people are there. People of various cadre, various varieties, various creeds. So please handle yourself, my dear Prime Minister. Put the nation on the track. Be on your own. Think on your own the way you are. I wish you all the best and enjoy the Delhi elections. Goodbye. Thank you.